welcome Mike Williams.
Thank you. How you doing? We're going to have a great night. We came in a day early, and my son and I got to go to Disney World. Okay, now for those of you who live in Orlando, that's a normal thing. I'm sure you guys go over there every weekend, and but we don't get to do that often. And so we spent yesterday night at Disney World. We were getting ready to leave, and we're at the train that's the roller coaster, the Thunder Mountain. We're at the Thunder Mountain thing. And he found a money clip with $70 in it, And I don't know about you, but when you're 10 years old, $70 is a windfall, okay? And he comes running up to me, right? He's like, Dad. And then all of a sudden he realizes this is Dad, right? This is the guy who wants to bring morality back to the world, okay? This is the guy who was the former pastor, okay? I actually was. That was the toughest 2.5 weeks of my life, but I was, okay? He runs up to me, he goes, Dad, look what the Lord blessed me with. I said, what do you got, buddy? He said, I've got a money clip and there's $70 in it and there's no name on it. Isn't God good? I said, buddy, we can't just take that. We've got to turn that in. We've got to take that to the lost and found. He said, Dad, if we take it to the lost and found, these characters around here, they'll take that money and they'll use it to buy drugs, Dad. We can't let that happen. He's playing me, you know what I'm saying? And I don't blame him. I was kind of proud of him for coming up with something like that, And so I said to him, and these are one of the tough things. I mean, even for a parent, it's a tough thing because, let's be honest, it's Disney World. That $70 could have bought one of us a lunch. You've been there, right? Yeah. Save up. So anyway, I said, buddy, I want you to look at it this way. If you had lost $70, what would you want to happen? And he looked at me without batting an eye. He said, I would want to be taught a lesson. I love that kid. He is my boy. But we had to take the money back, or at least I had to pretend to. But anyway, no, it's okay. He's not here. But he was so upset on the way home, and you can understand. You're 10. You think you've won the lottery here, and all of a sudden it's gone. And so he's in the van last night, headed back to the hotel, and he's just, it's just not fair. What, buddy? It's not fair. I said, buddy, here's what I want you to do. Your mom and I, sometimes when we struggle with issues and things in life, when we're angry, we write songs. I've written over the years, I've probably written 10 songs just to say how mad I was. My wife has written over 300. And most of them have my name in the title. I have no idea why. I said, why don't you write a song? We got back to the hotel room. About 5 minutes later, he comes out of the bathroom and he hands me a piece of paper. He writes his material same place I do mine. But anyway, he hands me a little piece of paper and he had written a song on it. And with your permission, I'd like to do it for you tonight. Is that all right? Is that all right with you? Is that okay? Good. He hands me this paper and he says, here, put some music to this. And I said, okay, I can do that. I set it down on the bed there in front of me, and I went, oh, yeah. It's entitled, Life Ain't Fair. Okay. And he's going to find that out. So I put you strummed a G chord, because that's what you write all good songs in. Okay, here we go. If life was fair, every day would be Saturday. If life was fair, bedtime would only come when you fall asleep. broccoli would taste like candy, and we'd never have to go to school, and I would get to keep the $70 I found at Disney World. I said, buddy, it's nice, but it's kind of short. And he said, well, will you write a verse? And I said, okay, how about this? If life was fair, OJ would be in prison right now. And if life was fair, Rosie O'Donnell would be bitten by a really mad cow. Elvis would still be living, and the ACLU would be gone. And Sanjay would have been voted off of Idol on the very first round. He said, Dad, it's a serious song. You ever miss it with your kids? I missed it. It's a serious, I'm sorry, son, I'm sorry. You know, I'm a comedian, I'm sorry. Serious. Life was fair. Okay. If life was fair. Right, if life was fair. How about this? Son, if life was fair, we'd get treated the way that we treat others. And if life was fair, we'd get paid exactly what we are worth. And in the end, we'd all get exactly what we deserve. So son, maybe it's better if life isn't fair. Oh, sometimes I'm thankful that life isn't fair. All right. Boy, I hope he doesn't find out I did that. I'll have to pay him 10 cents or something like that. So.